Well, I believe that we as humans are we're meant to take care of the more innocent creatures that have been placed on this earth with us, and especially shelter animals. They don't have a choice about being there. Someone has brought them there. Now all of a sudden they feel unwanted, they feel unloved, and let's face it, shelters are overcrowded. So we just need to do what we can, and the only way to save as many as possible is to get them out, and adoption is not enough. We have to get them into foster homes. If they're sick, we can't possibly treat all the sick animals at the shelter. We can't treat very difficult infections like eye infections or depression even. So putting them into foster homes is extremely critical. And the more people in the community that help, the more animals we save. For volunteering, I mean, the perfect fit is, of course, you need to have a love of animals. You need to have a commitment. You don't want to just say, oh, yeah, I want to do this, but then, it's kind of like having a job. You need to show up if you say you're going to be somewhere. But the love of the animal is probably at least 90% of it. The same with fostering. Fostering commitment is not a lot. You can see I've just a spare bedroom, a bathroom, a little extra time, the commitment, the willingness to take the animal in for vet checks every once in a while if they need it, but just primarily just sitting here and petting them, giving them food, water, making sure they have a safe environment to live in. So anyone who's responsible, cares about animals, and has a sense of commitment. The hardest cases we have are the ones where they're so sick or so depressed that they just literally stop eating, or maybe they have an injury that causes them to stop eating. Those we bring home, and we may force feed them for a couple of weeks, give them fluids intravenously. Do we ever lose one? Yes, we do. Sometimes we do. A few weeks ago, I had a wonderful cat named Melvin, who was, I believe he was 10 or 11 years old. He had been brought in as a stray, but he'd obviously been someone's cat before. And he was terribly, terribly thin, and he wouldn't eat. And he did get sick. So I brought him home, and my husband gave him the fluids, and we fed him and fed him. He just wouldn't get better. So at some point we have to make the decision, he's probably not going to get better. We take him back to the vet, and then they examine him, and they make the decision that they have to put him down. So yeah, those are tough cases. I always shed a few tears, but I just remember that there's plenty of others that need help and plenty of others that recover, and that's what I focus on.